Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you can hear the wind outside, I do apologise. It is apocalyptic kind of wind. Today I will be having another go at the Revolution Conceal and Define and give you a 10-hour wear test. If you have not seen my first time trying it, where I compared it to the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, I will link it down below for you. Let's stop rambling and let's get on with the wear test. I've zoomed it in a little bit so you can see my skin properly, and when I put the foundation on you can see the coverage. If you're new to my channel, my skin type is very oily and I am acne prone, but you already know that by the title of this video. I don't like to prime for my wear test because I test the foundation, not the primer with the foundation. If the foundation is good, you can see how it wears. You can then use the right primer for you. It can be illuminating if that's what you want. You can use a pore minimizing one, etc, etc. I personally have not found a primer that does not clog my pores, so I'm still on the hunt for good primers. What's wrong with my voice today? I feel like I'm a bit oh well. In my other video I compared Tarte Shape Tape and Conceal and Define. Today I will only be wearing Conceal and Define. It gives me the opportunity to test out what the foundation looks with a dampened sponge and what it looks like when I apply it with a brush. Oh, the shade. Guys, this is still too light for me. I still don't know what shade I would be in this foundation. I have the F6.5 today. It's too light. And my video where I tested out the face base from Revolution and where I bought the F2 because I thought it would be a good shade, I still get comments that the foundation was way too light for me. I know, I'm sorry. If you're up for a laugh, I will link that video down below as well. You should definitely go and watch it. It's a good wear test. It's just, you can definitely see how mismatched my foundation is. This one is a little bit better, but it is still way too light for me. So what I'm going to do is use the applicator. That's the instructions on the packaging. And I dipped in 3 times for one side of my face. And I'm using the complexion sponge on this side. And I'm going to apply 3 dips worth, 2.5, and I'm going to use my favourite foundation brush, Expert Face Brush. I'm going to switch back to the sponge. Even though there's a little bit better coverage with the brush, I do have some streaks going on. Damn, this is really pale. I think, like I said in my other video, this only shows you how good the foundation range is. If you are very fair, you will be able to find a foundation for you. I'm sure that people with deeper complexion will be able to find a match for themselves because, like I said in my previous video, there are 24 shades in this foundation, and already I like it so much better where I don't have a foundation next to it. Just so different. This has a very comfortable matte finish, definitely not as drying as Tarte. So let's conceal my under eye. I'm using my current favourite, which is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. I do apologise for using this because this is not available in England. It is pretty good. The only thing I don't like about it is the very slightly overpowering fragrance. If you are from a country where you can get Catrice Liquid Camouflage, I do recommend it. I'm so glad I got 2 tubes when I was in Poland. As always, all I'm going to set for now is my under eye. I'm using RCMA No Colour Powder. There is another step that I like to do, and it is using Conceal and Define concealer in C14 to bronze / contour my face. So I'm basically testing if cream contour looks good with this foundation. So I'm using C14 and my Expert Face brush. It looks spot on. I'm actually running out on this, which I'm so surprised about. I have been using it loads, and the first time I tried it, I didn't think I was going to use it up. Go on, hair, get out the way. Oh, this is so good for cream contouring. So that's my cream contour done. I am going to powder this down a little bit because I do feel like it's a little bit too moldable. What I'm going to do first is set my contour bronzer, if you like, with a powder bronzer. And I'm using blush today as well. I'm using a little bit of blush, and then I'm going to use my favourite technique of just picking up some powder into my brush and tapping it all over. This way I really don't feel like I have that powdery finish, which I hate. So that is it. It is 7 minutes to 11, so I'm just going to say the wear test begins at 11. It is currently 11 and the wear test has begun. I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and we'll get on with the day. Job searching for so long that I forgot I was making this video. I'm starting to get a little bit oily in this area on my nose, and you can see this is my highlight that I've applied, and you can gradually see how this area is my natural oils. I'm surprised that the forehead is not as shiny as the area around my nose, but I don't mind that. The coverage is actually decent. You can see on this cheek, which is the better cheek, it is pretty much full coverage. Yes, there are bits and bobs that you can still see, and this is the worst cheek. This area is quite bad. You would need to have like a full coverage to really cover it up. It is more of a medium light full coverage. It is holding up pretty well. I'm not gonna blot yet because I don't feel oily, even though I do have a little bit of shine, but I feel like my skin just looks healthy. 7 hours have passed and I feel like I could do with some blotting, as my nose is very shiny at the moment. I mean, my cheeks have not improved and my forehead has started to present the presence of oils. So let's blot this face and see if it transfers onto the paper, if the foundation transfers onto the paper. It does a little bit. This has mattified my face a lot, and there's that much of foundation on there, which isn't bad. Ta-da! I honestly, this is the best thing you can do if you have oily skin. Don't apply any more powder because it will make you look powdery and it will cling onto that oil. Blot with some toilet paper and you'll look just fine. It hasn't lost any more coverage throughout the day so far. It just got a little bit oily in my T-zone, which is absolutely fine. My chin is pretty much untouched when it comes to oil. So it was just the cheeks, a little bit on the nose, and my forehead. The 9th hour has passed. It is roughly about 6:10. I wonder if you can actually see what's going on. Ooh. I have removed some of my foundation on this side. I think it rubbed off a little bit more than it was on my last check-in. This side still looks pretty decent, but my spots are coming through, so the foundation is rubbing off. Something that I'm not sure camera will pick up is my oils have made the foundation slip a little bit. So I have, like, above my lip, there's like a collection of the foundation, but like around here, see that redness? Like, that foundation's not there. Especially like around here, but I did blow my nose once, so that could be it. I love this sun. I might take some pictures, even though I am getting a bit borderline oily looking rather than just healthy, glowy, shiny, you know, that glow that I like. Shall we get in the sun like fully? I don't think you'll be able to see anything though. Ooh, as you can see, or you can't, I'm not sure. This is my glow. Oh my god, I'm glad there. I am getting blinded by the sun. This is my face after 9 hours and 1 blot. Some people would pay money, and they do pay money, for this kind of glow. I might take some pictures actually. I like it. See, that's why, oh, I need to get in the shades. This is why I wanted to do this wear test, because in comparison to Tarte, fair enough, it's not as long wearing and it is less matte, but on its own, it's a good foundation. Do you get me? And it's £9 rather than 33. So it's like, you can't even compare it. For some people, even £9 will be too much to spend, never mind 33. I don't even think Tarte is that good of a foundation anyway. It's not one of my favourite, that's for sure. Even though it's like super matte, long lasting, you know? And I saw a post on Instagram that Revolution is working on more shades, and it's very likely that in January, I believe, I might be wrong, they're going to end up with 48 shades in this foundation. So, do you know a brand in Superdrug or Boots, or, well, actually, in Boots, it could be a competitive market because NYX came out with a foundation with that many shades. But do you know a drugstore brand that has 48 shades in the foundation? Because I don't. I've already talked for 5 minutes, so I'm gonna get on with taking some pictures because I like that sun. And I totally took loads of pictures and I'm in the process of editing them. Let's get into a better lit room and show you what my face looks like. This is slightly better. Guys, honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I have not blotted my face again, and maybe I should just a little bit. Sorry about the wind, by the way. It has been literally ridiculous today. 10th hour. 10th hour, you guys. For hour number 10. this is really good. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna take this off. I could easily wear it for another 2 hours and it would look decent. It is Costa approved. There's not much to say about it. I did mention that it is very, 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 very different to the Tarte Shape Tape. As a drugstore foundation in general, it does a pretty good job. It is on the more expensive side. You do get a little bit less product than you usually do with your regular foundations, so take that into consideration. But I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Ooh, follow me on Instagram because I had a lot of nice pictures. A lot of nice pictures today. Okay, bye.